First opportunity to get to the postseason. I know you've done it at other levels, but can you talk about just the excitement level for you today?
Very excited. It's a long journey. The regular season was a long one, but to make the playoffs was a goal, and we got another goal in mind right now. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Since Dave Manson's took over, he's played you a lot with Duncan Keith, and it seems to be a really good pair just in and when and where he uses you. How much of that is experience and what you learned in the first half of this year and a little bit last year, and then just pairing with Keith that's allowed you guys to be successful?
Yeah, when you get the chance to play with someone like that, it kind of makes everything easy on yourself and everyone else. So to get to play with him is something special. He's a really good teacher and mentor, and as long as I listen to him, I think that's why we're clicking so well. He's done it all, so he knows what to do in each situation.
Evan, for a guy like yourself, do you kind of have to ease your way into the playoffs, or are you confident enough to just jump in and do the things that you were doing in the regular season here in Game 1 of the postseason?
Well, we know playoffs is a different breed. There's a few different steps, but I don't think you want to really ease yourself into it. You want to get into it right away. You don't want to be behind the 8 ball early on. So I think you got to be ready for that next step coming playoffs, and I think we're ready for that.
Now, I know it was a pretty emotional up and down season. Things went well and then didn't go so well. Come playoff time, though, how important is it to kind of keep that even keel, regardless of what happens from one game to the next? Is that harder to do? It's easier to say than do. Like, how tough is it to do that?
Yeah, definitely easier said than done. If it was easy, everyone would be great for 82 games this season, but I don't think that's always the case. When things aren't going your way, you got to find a way to do things something else that a different way that helps you out. And like you said, even keel is a big thing. If you go down 1 or 2, you can't get caught up in that. You got to keep playing.
Evan, although this is your first playoffs, you had a chance to be in the bubble and in the taxi squad. What did you learn from those two experiences?
It was definitely a tougher one last year. It wasn't the result we wanted after a hard season. But I think everyone learned from that. Everyone on the team learned from that. We don't want that same experience to happen. So I think we're coming in well prepared and really hungry at these playoffs.
Did anything kind of resonate with you in terms of there are no fans, you weren't playing, but did anything kind of resonate with you about the atmosphere of a playoff series and what you could take going forward in them?
Yeah, I think no fans is something, no one's really ever seen before. It was different. You had to get yourself pumped up. But I think these playoffs with the fans here, I heard it's a different animal in this building in the playoff time. So I'm really excited to see it.
Evan, you mentioned Duncan Keith. He's played about 150 playoff games, so he's pretty much seen everything. Is he able to talk to you and say, just relax, stuff will come to you, don't get too hyped up because it's the playoffs?
Yeah, kind of. I'm sure a lot of people are just antsy to get going. But yeah, like you said, with someone like that, he kind of helps you out in more than one ways. And, that's one of the ways, keeping you even keel, keeping you ready for the next shift.
When you look at how many games he's played and you haven't played any, do you look at that and go, man, that's a lot of extra tough games, 150?
Yeah, it's a lot of games. And, he's pretty much done it all as a defenseman, as a player. He's won it all. He knows what it takes. It shows to how good and dedicated he is to the game. 150 games is a lot of games. There's not many, people that are playing right now with 150 games.
Thank you.
They're a hardworking team. They're a well-structured, hardworking team. We just gotta be patient with them. We can't, force things and overcomplicate things. We gotta play the way we want to play, and and I think things will go well. I think it went well for us this season against them. Like I said, I think just playing the way we want to play. We know we've studied them. We've played against them, like you said, 4 times. We should focus on ourselves, not too much what they're doing, more what we're doing.
Back here, do you have any sort of playoff memories as a kid, whether you got to ever go to any games or series you watched, just anything like that as you get ready to kind of make your own personal playoff experiences and memories, but anything sort of grown up that stands out?
Not too much with me, no. I was kind of just, watch it all. When I was younger, I was a big fan and kind of any playoff series that I watched. It was nothing really sticks out with me too much. I mean, growing up, I was always a Toronto fan. They weren't there too much, but now it's different. But back then, it wasn't like that too much.